season has a really fun theme. Well, fun, I mean, you are a villain here, and people keep coming into your dungeon. So you know what you're going to do? You're going to put their heads on the wall. Don't worry, it's not gruesome. They're all weird orcs and elves and things like that. There's no blood. It's just ha ha ha, their heads are on your wall. So that's the theme of the game. Now, take that theme, take a rag, squeeze it out, because the theme is gone. This is just a number game where you're trying to put cards in order on your mantle. Let me show you. All right, folks, in this game, you're going to have 11 turns. And in those 11 turns, you're going to be choosing from these face-up folks up here. You're going to be choosing people, and you're going to be slowly filling in this grid, which is going to score you points. Each round, you're going to get 2 people. You're going to place one, and then put the other one here in your stock. And then at the beginning of a turn, you'll take all the creatures in your stock and put them here in your accolades. These accolades matter because at the end of the game, whatever type you have here, so these are elves, for example, well, I'll score -2 for every elf that's in my accolades, and this is vampires or something, whatever. I get -3. These give me 1 for every one of my accolades. These give me 2. These give me 10 if I have the most. Anytime you have a creature up here, if you place a creature here, you get to use a special action, which is draw more cards or things like that. There's a lot of other rules to placing things out here. These have to be different, the 2 cards that are here. All these cards have to be different. If you place a card here, if you place all 3 of these in the rounds 3 to 6, you get some bonus tokens. If you place a card here, you get some bonuses based on when you get to do it. If this is placed here in your first 4 turns, then you get to change, you get to put another token out. As you can see, there's a lot of little rules. But essentially the game is take 2, put 1 out, put 1 here. This might trigger another action. At the beginning of your turn, take all the cards here. There might be more because there's lots of different actions that could give you more or give you less. And put them in your accolades. At the end of the game, after 11 turns, you score everything. There's a little bit more to the game than that. There's also 2 sides. This side's a slightly shorter game. But that's basically how it works. I would imagine in open season there is a lot of good mechanisms and there are some interesting ideas in here. The idea of taking the head and putting it down here and then moving them over here and then these will score. And if you put a card here first, you do that. This game is work. This is a spreadsheet of a game. I have seen nobody like this game because they sit there and go, where's the joy? There is no joy in open season. Because it's just kind of, you take some cards and you go, I'll put this card here. And there's so many rules. These cards have to be different. If you play a card here, by turn 5, you get this bonus. And this bonus does this. And this moves over here. And this gets 3 points. And at the end, you're like, just tell me what the score is. The problem is, I think there's a good game in here somewhere. It's just that they rules lawyered it to death. Never have I seen such a fun, interesting theme ruined by a game where people are just kind of like, okay, this one's -3, and then just mechanical. Take the cards, put them here. Take these cards, put them here. And I'm supposed to have a wall of heads, but I'm also have a pile of heads in my, what is this even called here? Trophy room. What's that called? Your accolades and your stock. What does all that even mean? It makes no sense thematically. I want to like this game. I think there's a lot of interesting thoughts here. But it's boring. Also, telling the heads apart. They have symbols at the top that kind of help. They're not easy to see. And all the art is good. So there's maybe some people like this. I'm not one of them. 5 out of 10, open season.